Greetings, everyone. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, yes, this is the fire and air sign rune reading. I'm a fellow air sign mostly. I have a lot of earth energy in my chart as well. Please figure out in your own chart which elements influence you the most, and do take what resonates and leave what doesn't as we proceed here. Around the same time frame, I will also be releasing the water and earth sign type of rune reading, so you can do some cross-watching if you like. But for now, we have the Mercury direct in Capricorn, Jupiter direct in Taurus, so earth energy, right? Mars in Capricorn is going on right now. Also, in the meantime, we have Venus in Sagittarius. So a lot of this is very grounding, very methodical, very forward-moving, very driven, sort of earth abundant type of energy. So let's figure out what that all means in today's rune reading. Please check the comments below. I have a ton of information that I compile for these rune readings, and I put them all in the description. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I have a bunch of notes for all of these aspects, some personal notes along with that as well. So without further ado, let's get into today's rune reading. Hey everybody! Air and fire signs. This is the singing bowl. We're going to cleanse the space energetically, and with the $2 note, this represents uncommon abundance. While it's in the singing bowl, we are ringing out that vibration, giving thanks for that uncommon abundance in our lives while simultaneously inviting more of that in. So now I invite you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful air and fire signs. This is your rune reading for the first week of the year. Yes, indeed. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. This one's for you. In and out, not forcing the breath. Beautiful, beautiful. How does that feel? How does that first week of the year feel for y'all? Huh? Excuse me while I just noticed I had a card flipped up there. First week of the year. Wow. Already? We're going from a number 7 year into a number 8 year. A lot of spiritual developments from last year and more into our abundance this year. This is Odin's rune. Wow. So this is really a blank past rune. So this is the past energies position for this. This is really, it is what it is. We already know like what we've been dealing with, but let me pull another rune for clarity on that. Odin's rune is a very interesting one. This has been a lot of divine work in our lives, a lot of closing off karmic cycles, right? Pilgrimage. This is a trusted energetic source. This is the horse rune, right? This is called Evas. This is loyalty, a trusted energetic source from the past. A pilgrimage. It could be a spiritual pilgrimage. So what this has meant for you is a lot of inner work. You've been doing a lot of inner work here recently, and sort of evolving and really knowing like and accepting those aspects of your life where you have been really just struggling in these last years, especially this last year where you've been looking at maybe those energetic pattern addictions, whatever they may be for you, or any sort of repetitive behavior that is detrimental to your development. Okay. This current energy is a pretty stuck feeling energy, a kind of a stagnant energy, right? This is Isa, this is ice, this is standstill, this is stuck, frozen, rigidity, repeating lessons. So we're definitely working on ourselves here. We're feeling pretty stagnant, pretty stuck, pretty frozen, pretty cold, pretty just kind of cut off, and just kind of like the lone wolf, right? Kind of a lone wolf energy going into this rune reading. Have you been in that hermit mode? Have you been cocooning away? Have you been isolating yourself and just kind of working on you? Congratulations. That's not a bad thing. Congratulations. That's beautiful, because pretty soon you're going to be into that harvest energy. I'm like, wait, what? Harvest? Wait, harvest was months ago. And that was like Thanksgiving, right? No, Jara is the energetic harvest too, right? This is a process of gain and growth. So what we've put into this, we are going to immediately start seeing, like, what? That's irreversible, y'all. This is irreversible too, right? And this Odin's rune is irreversible. Okay? So let me tell you, that work you've been doing, you're going to see some rewards in your very near future. You're going to be reaping exactly what you've sown. Whether that's good or bad, the choice is really up to you. And you are divinely guided into what is right for you in that moment. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Earth and water had a very similar rune here. This Isa was in a different position. So if you're a cross watcher, please go see their rune reading as well. Because, wow, speaking of which, okay, we're addressing our needs, y'all. The fire and air signs here, we are addressing our needs. So there's a lot of aspects of earth and fire that are going on in our charts right now. And that's being lit up and really showing the places where we need to be addressing those energies, right? So this is novice. I like to call it now this. Sounds very similar, right? We're going down the path and, oh, now there's this log or whatever, this obstacle in the path that needs to be fully met. It needs to be moved. It needs to be handled, right? Or dealt with or transmuted, right? That can become a walking stick for you. Or you can just leave it by the side of the trail. The choice is yours. Addressing those needs, though, is a beautiful a way of putting it. This could also mean constraints, working on whatever constraints that we have, whatever necessities that need to be met that we probably have been ignoring here while we've been in this journey, this inward journey. Now we're like, okay, now, Mercury's out of retrograde, Jupiter's out of retrograde, Mercury's in Sagittarius, finally, and Venus is in Sagittarius, so that's very much more like we feel more like we're able to address these needs. Before, with that kind of the weird energies of closing off the end of the year, a lot of us have been called to be in that hermit mode, really, and address that sort of thing. But now, like, it's a whole switch of the gears. It's like from going in reverse to slamming your vehicle into drive and just really taking care of this. So good on you. Addressing the needs so that is, let me reshuffle those. So again, past energies, current energies, very near future energies, and this is action taken for the best outcome, right? So the action taken for the best outcome is addressing your needs, okay? And what does that mean? Is that a physical need for you? Is that a mental, emotional, spiritual need for you? For me, it's a very spiritual and also tied into self-employment. So let me hear your thoughts and comments down below, okay? Because our thoughts, feelings, and emotions collectively now, through this first week of the year, my beautiful air and fire signs, is in the U branch, Y-E-W. This is Ewas. This is toughness. This is endurance, stability, right? This is something that needs to flex. And we are very good at flexing. We're very good at kind of going along with the energies, okay? But when we are not doing this in a healthy way, right, that those ends of that U branch can snap off, and then we're stuck repeating the past, right? Because those needs that have been met, we can turn that into our endurance, right? See how that works? Because when these needs are fully met, that can be the sun rune. That transmutes into natural success and abundance. Our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are in our endurance. And so this harvest is going to help fuel that. It's going to be kind of like our affirmations of keep on moving on, keep on keeping on, right? Keep on addressing those needs, right? Beautiful. Endurance. Oh, okay. So this is the part where we learn what we risk losing. This is our heritage. Wow, very steep price, right? If we're still stuck here, we're definitely going to be losing our legacy, right? And right, a lot of us are addressing these needs to endure and to be working on that legacy. We want to leave behind this legacy. That's why we've been so serious about this here in the very recent past, right? That ego energy is being healed and transmuted into something more beautiful and abundant. You need to allow that to happen, right? Happiness is a continuation of things that are not resisted, right? So happiness for a reason is another form of misery, because that reason can be taken away from us at any point. So endure this, because that legacy, you have a legacy, right? You have that. You are strengthening that. You are in that harvest, and you're addressing the needs and kind of getting back and forth into that and strengthening that. But if you don't endure, if you don't keep at it, keep that what is called constant, committed, imperfect action, like a CCIA, right? Then you are going to let that fall by the wayside energetically. And then, yeah, you are going to repeat that past pattern. I know for myself, my self-employment, a lot of that, speaking personally here now, and I am an air sign, why I can kind of speak to this a little bit more here, this is my third attempt at starting my self-employment, right? And every time I do, it's a lesson. I haven't given up, right? I'm still enduring, but every time that I find myself back into here, right? But every year, a little bit wiser, right? A little bit more moving forward. Every year we are a little bit closer to that goal, right? This is the year of abundance. The Chinese zodiac is the year of the wood dragon. Fire signs, you going to set that wood dragon on fire? All right. Let's get into this last rune here. This is the outcome, our possible greatest outcome here. And this is dawn. This is clarity. This is the end of a cycle. This is that hourglass that's been tipped on its side is no longer going to be tipped on it. You're seeing it for what it is, right? That cocoon that you've been in too, that almost looks like a cocoon, right? That energy that you've been in the past. You're getting clarity on this, right? So when we're addressing these things in healthy ways, we're going to be fine with our legacy. This is our foundation, right? That is, incidentally, Othala, right? Inheritance, home, right? What we leave behind for future generations. We don't want to risk losing that. And I really don't think we're going to. I think we're going to be enduring this in a very healthy way, especially with that the Capricorn and the Taurus energy that's out there. Please read the comments and the descriptions, because especially the descriptions. I have a lot more information on these aspects that are affecting us in this first week of January here, right? What we have to gain here is a very fiery sort of energy, right? This is day, clarity, revelation. Not all revelations are bad. We're seeing things for either what they are, or it's a new light being shown into onto something where, yeah, okay, so it's a shift of perspective. It's like a pivot, right? Where we are just noticing and learning in a new way. It's like a new understanding, a new you. These are the Soul's Journey cards. I'm going to call on Divine now for a message of clarity. So Divine, what message of clarity do you have for these beautiful air and fire signs for the first week of January 2024, year of abundance, year of the wood dragon? Divine, These are messages directly from divine, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul. Beautiful mandalas, beautiful affirmations, beautiful words of encouragement and clarity. So divine, what message of clarity do you have to offer for these beautiful fire and air signs watching this rune reading? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Look at that. And I mean that in the most humble way possible, in the freedom, like not in the ego sense, right? This freedom to choose, freedom to endure, freedom to harvest, freedom from this stagnation, freedom to solidify your foundations, freedom for clarity. Beautiful energies, you guys. And we're really being blessed with these energies in the charts here. I highly recommend you find out what elements and placements are in your charts to find out how these better affect you energetically, right? So let's read more about freedom. Again, it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Your soul is open to receiving new wisdom and insights that will allow you to make the right choices for its own growth. Remember, you're never a victim of other people or their circumstances. You have complete control over your own choices. By following your heart and being your authentic self, you present the real you to the world. Making decisions based on other people's expectations is not the true path to happiness. You are responsible for creating your own reality. When a soul shifts to a place of honoring itself in its totality, free from judgment, only then will it find its true freedom. Every soul is unique and follows its own path. Don't give in to peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You are the one who truly knows the real you. So feel free to march to the beat of your own drummer. And I'm calling you out, leaders. There's some leaders out there watching this reading right now. You have that power. You can endure. You are addressing those needs in a healthy way. You know what it's like. You know the harvest. Yeah. You want to create some more of that beautiful harvest, and you're going to see that in a new light. Beautiful. These are messages from the fairies, and fairies are also divinely guided beings who all offer very interesting clarity to us. So fairies, I'm asking you, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for these beautiful air and fire signs for the first week of January 2024. For this beautifully divinely guided rune reading, what message of clarity do you have? Y'all saw that fly out, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way over there, let's see what this is. Practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. Some of y'all out there are learning a new skill. Maybe honing in a skill of yours. Or like myself, maybe you are adapting a skill and transmuting it. And just kind of adapting it a little bit just to kind of see where it goes, right? Let me know in the comments below what you feel about these zodiac type-based rune readings where it's the fire and air signs here for you. I'm very curious for your feedback on that, incidentally. Okay, so let's go with practice, practice, practice. That might be this endurance here, that addressing the needs, right? Reinforcing, right? Cementing that legacy and getting that clarity. Let's see what this is all about. That circle of life kind of that harvest here. It's just beautiful. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. Looking for that page. Again, it says, with daily practice, you can accomplish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. The fairies love to play musical instruments, and they know that consistent practice increases their enjoyment, confidence, and competency. In the same vein, you drew this card because you've been asked how to accomplish something. The answer for you is to invest time into practicing and working on your goal daily. Even a few minutes will add up to big progress. For example, writing 1 page a day will lead to a complete book by the end of the year. Push yourself to practice beginning today. And I need to take this advice to heart as well. I am also instituting more facets to my practice. Just when I think I have a foothold on my current stuff, I'm also taking this very much into consideration, because I do have a lot of that air and fire represented in my chart. All right, so additional meanings for this card are take up a new hobby or skill, or join a class to learn something new, or open a private practice conducting healings or one-on-one work, which is what I do. Take private lessons to polish your skills. That's beautiful. Build in private, right? Again, another meaning is it is time to showcase your talents publicly, right? Take that leap. And finally, take active steps towards your goal in order to realize your dream. A lot of you started off new ambitious goals, but what steps are you taking to get there? Have you thought of that? Have you thought about when life happens, when you don't feel like doing it that day? Are you ready to forgive yourself and still continue on with this endurance? Or do you just simply have that goal set up out there? Somewhere out there, and no real tangible way to get there? Well, stick with me. I will help you reinforce that, right? It's your essential practice. This is beautifully, divinely guided, heart chakra, love-based work, y'all. Every rune reading, I do pull a chakra token, and this helps us go over meditative practices to help apply what we have learned for the day. 639 hertz at 639 is the solfeggio frequency of the heart chakra. The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest, and it's associated with love, forgiveness, and compassion. If you're someone who is distrustful, unable to receive love, or has difficulty maintaining relationships, then you should stimulate your heart chakra. Listening to the solfeggio frequency of 639 hertz, that's 639, will help restore balance. Once you've unblocked the heart chakra, you will find that you are more open to receiving love, you give love more easily and effortlessly, and you connect well with others. The heart chakra mantra is Yam, and that is a very beautiful mudra as well. And it's simple. We start off in the prayer position. We're keeping the pinkies, right, and the thumbs together, and we're opening up our other fingers and the palms just a little bit and making it a beautiful lotus blossom. It's like a lotus blossom opening, if you can imagine it like that. Your heart is a lotus blossom. Nam myoho renge kyo. Right? This beautiful mantra I like to say when I'm working on my heart chakra. I listen to that mantra daily. It's a very life-affirming mantra. However, the mantra associated with this practice here is Yam. You can go with Yam, and that's beautiful as well. 639 hertz, beautiful green heart energy emanating from the center of your chest and filling up your body and affecting your life in such beautiful, loving, and understanding ways. Beautiful reading, my wonderful, beautiful kindred air and fire signs. That heart chakra, again, it's beautiful work just to open up that blossom, to open up your heart. Be in acceptance of love, being in the divine guidance And really, that will be our endurance right there, right? 639 hertz, the mantra is yum, and really the choice is all up to you, and it is divinely guided. Okay. If you'd like a rune reading from me personally, please contact me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.